What's up, everybody? So I'm sitting here watching Fox News. I like to switch back and forth. So they're talking about Venezuela, and they're worried, that there's going to be some sort of uprising, da 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 da. And right now, there's protests going on in Venezuela, which is fine. So what? So what if there's a protest going on in Venezuela? Why do we have to intervene? They're right now they're setting the table to justify American intervention in the southern part of our hemisphere, in Venezuela, right? Now, this is nothing new. We during the cocaine era and all that stuff in the 80s and 70s, we had dealings with Colombia. You can go watch the Narcos. You can kind of see how we dealt with that, right, or how we attempted to deal with it. For me, it's all about oil when it comes to Venezuela. Venezuela has a metric buttload of oil, so it may be in our best interest in that regard to kind of have a stranglehold on that country, strategically speaking. Um, but we run a risk of creating a quagmire. The people that voted in, uh, Maduro, if we topple him, then we're gonna have to deal with the consequences of that. Essentially, it's regime change. Um, and if we put in the other guy, um, then we're gonna have to deal with that, because in some people's eyes would be regime change, and in unelected official um, taking over their government in some people's minds. So it creates this kind of serious problem here that we've seen play out time in and time again throughout the Middle East and in Europe. It's just not our place. It's not our place. And if they have refugees and things like that, Mexico is a great place for them to go seek refuge during that time. So I hope we build a wall up and keep people out. That's where I'm at with it. I don't care about Venezuela. I know you guys think that's fine, but for me, I couldn't care less about Venezuela. Not one f given. I couldn't care. It's impossible for me to care. All right, that's their problem. Let them have their civil war if that's what it comes down to. That's their business. They'll handle it, right? And we stay neutral. Stay out of it. That's for their people to figure out whether they want to be a socialist nation or capitalist nation or some other offshoot of either one, right? That's their business. It's not for us to get involved in. I don't see how that's possible. How that could possibly be in our best interest for us to get involved in Venezuela. They're a neighbor, right? Let them figure their shit out. When they're done, we'll be here to support them and conduct trade as usual. Um, but until they figure it out, hey, we'll send aid, send some food, send some money, help out both sides. Hey, this is your guys' beef. You guys figure it out. We need to be neutral in that. We don't need to be going and starting a war with these people on either side of it. It's not our business. We're always dipping our hands into something. It's always, we want to get involved in the Middle East. We want to get involved in Europe. We want to get involved. We're always just agitating the situation on one side or the other. We're trying to make money, or, I don't know, have some sort of influence or a foothold in that particular country. It's not necessarily good for us. The conservative approach, the proper approach, in my humble estimation, is that we stay out of it, let them have their civil war, to the victor goes the spoils, and that's whom we deal with. Period. We can supply both sides if we need to. Hey, we'll give food, we'll give aid. It's none of our business. Once you guys figure it out, we're here as a friend and a neighbor to conduct trade and business and commerce, etc. But it's not our place to be in Venezuela. It's not our place to be in Iraq, Syria, etc. We always find a way to just kind of, these greedy people in the way that they think, man, they just want to just get their fingers in that pie. They just want to get their hands all over something and just agitate the situation because of money. That's all it is. Let Venezuela figure out their stuff. Let them figure out their problems. When it's all said and done, the dust settles. We'll be here to conduct business. It's not for us to be down there intervening with, right? And causing havoc, picking one side, and then sending our troops down there, and then having our guys get hurt and come back maimed and mangled, mind shattered, etc. For some rich man's war. All right, war is a racket. General Smedley Butler. I recommend you read it. All right, it's not a game, man. Not for us. You get nothing from this. You get nothing from it. Sending our guys down there. They want the money. Tell them to suit up, and they go down there. Tell the bankers and the investment guys, tell them to go down there, strap up and get to work. Lace them boots up, and you get to work. You go do it. You know, but it's not for us. It doesn't help our country. It's for people who have a lot of money. It's for people that are looking to make investments and to buy cheap and sell high. That's all this stuff is about. So I recommend, that people start thinking like that and recognizing that it's not for me and you. It's not for the common guy. You're going to get screwed out of this. You're going to break your back. You're going to get shot. You're going to get hurt. 90% of the time, they're not there for veterans. How many times have we had veterans walk into the VA and just blow their head out? Like literally just blow their fucking brains out. Put one right here in front of an audience at the VA. In recent history, just, they average, I think it was, I want to say 5 guys in the last 2 weeks, something like that, have walked into a VA clinic, addressed the people there, and 4 pounds of pressure later, they're gone. This doesn't help. This doesn't help any of this stuff, man. All right, you want a just war, just cause, that's fine, but, stuff like this, it's not worth one American getting hurt. Not worth one. Not one. Not the bravest of us, not the worst of us, not the brightest of us, or the dimmest of us. It's not for any of us to get hurt doing anything down in Venezuela. Everybody, military members see this for what it is. This generation has grown up and we've kind of figured it out. It's not going to work that much for much longer. They're going to have a hell of a time with recruitment moving forward in the next 20 years. I can tell you. I'm serious. Because those wars weren't just. Afghanistan, yeah, sure. For a select few people. And then you look at the bigger picture, you zoom out, you look at all of it. There's some serious issues, man. Some serious issues. And we haven't addressed them yet. Now you want to go to Venezuela? You crazy? You're going to Venezuela. No. It's not going to happen. If it does happen, I'm just, these guys, there's going to be you're going to see even deeper divide in this nation. I'm just letting you know, the country is tired of war. They're tired of this stuff. I'm telling you, man. So if you're out there supporting intervention in Venezuela, I just ask you politely, take a step back and reassess and really look at it. And are you willing to send your son to go do the dirty work? Or your daughter to go do the dirty work in Venezuela? Is it worth their life? I don't see it. See you later. God bless America.